So, make some money live. We're on a live channel right now, live on screen. And this video is going to be how to score without an ego in basketball. And it's breaking down how SGA can score 30 points every night and make it look too easy. All right, this video is about discipline and regret. The full breakdown on how he does it. How to be a major player in this game. Check it out.
Understand basketball, you must know that it is a spiritual game that can be understood biblically, and that's how I know all the things I've taught you over the past couple of years. So SGA, he's a biblical bucket. He goes right and gets this switch. Now he has Jamal Murray. And let's talk about patience. Proverbs 14:29 says, "Whoever is patient has great understanding, but one who is quick-tempered displays folly." So now SGA in the situation. Michael
Biblical
buckets.
buckets.
Christian Brown, come over, but get your hands out wide, because we know SGA loves to go left. Right. But SGA's not
towards that
play
midline
games and just go left and pass to Wiggins on the wing. What he's gonna do is something that is wise. He has great understanding because he is patient. He walks down, goes left, keeps his pace low,
stays in between,
right with that spin, because there's no help on that right side, and he brought himself down into a good range because he was patient. Now he's able to get that float and the bucket. How does SGA know when to pass as a score first point guard?
As a score first player, right?
One concept in these next three plays, which is Philippians 2:3-4, which says, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourself, not looking to your own interest, but each of you to the interest of the others." As a point guard, you must always keep this at the forefront of your mind of when you play. So watch SGA in these next three plays. J-Dub comes down, and this is the first action they run. SGA's first look is to see if Jokic or AG communicate to make this switch.
To make a switch.
Can anybody cover Chet? Now, Jokic made no switch. He didn't get over the screen. No communication. He passed to Chet. He sought Chet's opportunity to score before he sought his own. That's the first time. Next time,
the read was the screeners.
Remembers, I didn't communicate 30 seconds ago, and they got an open shot. So what am I going to do this next play, right? Make sure we communicate. SGA's first look is this action, and they switch it. Why didn't he pass it? 1, AG's a better defender on Chet. 2, Chet won't even get an open shot because of that switch. Now what does SGA do?
Attack.
He continuously uses his eyes
straight to that left side, that left angle.
Help can't get stacked up, so now he could be able to get into the middle floor.
And this is the exact same shot he just took earlier.
Because the first thing he did,
it's the exact same shot
for his teammates, right? That's the second play. Another time down. This is the third quarter, right? Caruso and J-Dub spot sets the screen on Jokic. They make that switch. He cannot do anything off the situation once again with AG on Chet. So now
who's that defender?
He can now go and attack, changes his pace for a split second, gets AG out of help, and he's only able to get these buckets off of these plays because he first looks for his teammates to be threats, and then afterwards he could become a threat.
I see.
If you play basketball with pride, you will lose. So watch SGA. He gets off these two screens, and Russ ends up stealing the ball from behind, and SGA fouls out of frustration. Now, what pride will look like is SGA
attacking
decides
again.
to go down the next time and say, "Oh, I got to go and score against Russ because he just stole the ball against me. I got to win this matchup." No, that's pride, because you have an admiration and excessive love for your own excellence for a specific person. But when you play basketball, it's about unity. It's about what you need to do as a team so you can win the game, and not about the individual matchup. For in Proverbs 16:18, it says,
"Pride comes before destruction.
A haughty spirit before
pride comes before the downfall."
Meaning that if you play with pride, it will only lead to a downfall. So how do you avoid prideful situations in basketball? You play smart. You use wisdom. So next time down, they end up running a set so SGA could get a switch off of Russ, and now he has Strother. In comparison to Russ, Strother is a second-year player.
A younger guy.
Not nearly as experienced as Russ. Not nearly as good on defense as Russ is. So SGA can now get into his match.
So he's going to teach him a lesson.
Wisely and get a bucket. The one skill all elite scorers have is not shooting, dribbling, or finishing. It's humility. You seen how on a few plays ago, Russ stripped SGA. So a couple minutes later, he comes down, gets switched off of Russ again a second time, and gets Watson. And that's SGA showing humility. Why do you need to have humility? Matthew 23:12. It says, "For those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted." Let's break that down, right? Let's break that down. What does exalt mean? It means to lift. It means to raise up. And if you try to raise yourself up, God's going to humble you like this. I guarantee you. You try to go attack that matchup, attack that one person you just want to get a bucket on, God's going to humble you like this, fast. And you're going to lose. You're probably going to lose your minutes. You're going to lose your spot. All those things going to happen. But
Hey,
if
throw
you
your
show
game
humility, what's going to happen? If you actually decide to play wise, what's going to happen? God's going to lift you up because you're not trying to say, I could do this on my own strength. You can't do this on your own strength. Even Philippians 4:13, I could do all things through Christ who gives me strength. You can't do it by yourself. You must be wise in these situations.
So by him respecting the game and being conscious of the matchups and playing the bigger chess game within basketball, it's allowing for him to make the game easier for himself and his teammate.
Now when it comes down to SGA in this play, he has Watson, and since he has humility, since he's being humble, he's using his eyes, being smart. Watson shifts over to that right side because SGA is continuously seeking to help.
It looks like he's reading that way.
What his teammates are doing. He's playing team basketball in this situation. Now what ends up happening, he has the lane to the left, quick tween to that left, uses that left.
And he has the angle and beats him.
Get a bucket. The best hoopers don't just have knowledge, they have wisdom.
Wisdom and understanding.
Between knowledge and wisdom.
That's what game is.
It's just a simple understanding mentally of facts. Whereas wisdom is your ability to carry out an actual action. And the action part is so important as a hooper because that's what you're actually doing on the floor. Applying it in a real game, in a real live setting. So when it comes down to SGA in this play, boom, switch off of Watson, and now he has Strother. And so being wise is understanding the spacing of the floor. Where can he attack? He has an empty right corner, Caruso clearing out, and he waits until Caruso gets down to that baseline, and he's actually a threat. So he knows exactly how the defense is stacked up. So now he has that empty corner. He goes right, attacks hard, uses that off arm, gets some separation, pump fake. Once again, this is wisdom. Knowledge being applied because an inexperienced player usually is going to jump when SGA hits that pump fake and has a separation. So now what does he get? A foul and get some free throws.
Yeah, so he really broke that down well. SGA is able to create opportunities for himself and be a leader while scoring. A lot of this sport isn't just what you can do, it's how you can implement it into the flow of a game. Patience, pace, control. These are things that usually come with age, time, and wisdom, like we just heard about. So it was good watching this video about some biblical buckets because that applies to everything in life. Basketball and life. For real. When I make some money, make sure I like and subscribe to me, family. And if you don't do none of those things, just continue to watch videos with me because we live on stream. We can make it like a movie now. Let's do it. All right, y'all.